Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It's very nice to see you all again as always. So just recently, guys, there's been calls to introduce certain wildlife and try and integrate it back into our wildlife, namely wolves, lynxes and possibly even bears. Now the reason for these calls is our ever-growing population of deer out in the wilderness, who have been causing a little bit of mischief of late, to say the least. They've been known to be bounding through hospital corridors, for example, which I've got a small clip of right here.
Right, there we go. Are they going?
They've also been known to not break into people's gardens, invade people's gardens, shall we say. They're not burglars. And damage people's property, damage people's cars, go rampaging through populated areas such as towns and cities, that sort of a thing. But I think I've got an alternative method to deal with this problem, which I'll share with you in just a couple of minutes once I give you a bit more information on this subject. This is from Sky News. A seemingly never-ending stream of deer bound across a main road, bringing traffic to a standstill. Two stags trot down a hospital corridor. A deer herd invades a suburban garden. There's a new brand of wildlife video doing the rounds on social media, and the general positive image enjoyed by the animals means scenes may delight onlookers. But many experts say the largely uncontrolled growth of Britain's deer population creates significant ecological dangers. Without any predators, large deer populations can have a devastating effect on their environment, according to the Forestry Commission. Such is the scale of the problem that calls are increasing being made for the reintroduction of wolves, lynxes and even bears to Britain as a means of controlling numbers and protecting the country's nature. How many deer are there? This article asks. While reliable figures for deer are difficult to establish, their numbers are estimated to have risen from around 450,000 in the mid-1970s to around 1.5 million to 2 million today. Now, as opposed to introducing wolves, lynxes and especially bears that can rip you apart, I have an alternative method, I think. Now just bear with me. Instead of Sally and Johnny getting mauled to death by a bear seal when they're out blackberrying or going conquering, whatever they're doing, how about we remove the stigmatism from hunting? Now I'm not talking about blood sport, hunting foxes with a pack of bloodhounds on a horse, or going trophy hunting in the Serengeti or whatever, shooting elephants for their tusks and shooting giraffes for their furs and stuff like that. No, I'm not talking about that whatsoever. What I'm talking about is hunting deer purely for food and nothing else. No blood sport, don't do it for enjoyment, but purely a chest freezer full of venison. Now I know a lot of people are against hunting, they say it's cruel on animals and yada yada yada, but to me, I think it's a skill that we've lost over the years. Way back when our ancestors would have known how to hunt. It would have been our only source of food. That's been kicked out of us, to be honest, by animal rights activists, things like that. But when you think about it deeper, it is quite logical. It's a logical skill to have. Especially when you think the amount that European farmers and farmers in this country are getting fucked over by the country every single passing year until they just can't function anymore, that will have a domino effect. I think personally we will see food shortages in my lifetime and your lifetime. We're not talking about our kids and our grandkids. I think it'll happen in our lifetime. Once them farmers stop, you will notice, believe me. So it's a good skill to have. Hunting for deer, rabbits, things like that, growing your own vegetables in your garden. It's going to be an essential skill. I don't mean to be an alarmist, that's just my opinion, and that's my ulterior motive for dealing with the ever-increasing population of deer. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your comments in the comments. I know I'm going to get slated probably for this, but there we are. It's something worth thinking about. That's my video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.